What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So what we got going today is we're actually going to be replacing the headlights on my Porsche 944 Turbo. I picked these headlights up from only944.com. If you're unfamiliar, they exclusively sell parts for the 944 chassis. I picked this set of LED headlights up for about $80 before shipping and taxes and whatnot, but what I thought would be cool is just walking you guys through the process. If you're unfamiliar, it's probably one of the easiest jobs you could do on this car. You only need a Phillips screwdriver, and I believe there's only 4 screws per side holding the whole headlight assembly in. And so I'm going to walk you guys through what it takes to remove the headlights, swap in my new LEDs, and then at the end of the video what I'll do is I'll take the car for a test drive and show you what the before and after looks like on the road. Kind of give you a comparison between the halogen bulbs that are currently in the car and the LED bulbs after I've replaced them. So let's get into it. Alright, so here we are on the passenger headlight. What you want to do to start removing this headlight assembly out of the car is there's actually a screw down here that you want to take out. I want to go ahead and remove that. Once you have this screw out, this whole black cover right here should come out, and then you get access to the 3 screws behind here that hold the headlight to the mechanism. So take out the screw. Carefully maneuver this piece out just like that, and then you're gonna have 1 screw over here, 1 screw up top, and then 1 screw down here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove those, and then I will show you what it looks like once I get it out of there. Alright, once you get the 3 screws out, you're going to have this metal like retaining ring that hold or kind of clamps the light to the assembly in the back over there. But once you get that out of the way, you just want to pull this connector off of the back of the headlight assembly. So we're just going to wiggle that off of there, and simple as that, we have the light out of the car. Alright, so here we have the old halogen assembly out of the car next to the new LED one. Most notably is you could tell that the new one is a little less like bowled out, if that makes sense. Like it's a little less bowed than this one is, and I don't know how that's exactly gonna affect the light pattern. I'm kind of excited to see how that is, but otherwise it looks pretty much identical. Obviously this lens is a little cleaner. I don't know if the reflective material behind here is any different, or if maybe this is just the result of it being old at this point, but I'm going to toss this in, and then we'll kind of compare the lights, that one to this one, before we go ahead and swap that one, and then see how it looks when we're driving. So here we go. One thing to note on these new headlights, unlike the old ones that just have the prongs sticking out of the back, you're going to have to install the bulb into this, which is not very difficult. You're just going to remove this rubber cover that comes on them. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. And then you're just going to undo these pins right here, flip this out, remove this little cover, and then there's little tabs around here, and so the bulb can only go in one way, and so you don't have to worry about making sure that the orientation is correct. And then secure these pins around the side, lock them down, and just like that, the bulb is in, and now we can install it into the car. So obviously install is the reverse of how you take it apart. We're gonna plug in this connector back here. Be very careful not to hit the headlight on your car anywhere. Once it's plugged in, now there is lettering and sort of like a company logo at the bottom of this, so we will have to orient this correctly to try to get it straight and not all crooked like this, but shouldn't be an issue. Alright, real quick, I actually want to show you something I just noticed. It looks like whoever is manufacturing these lights thought ahead. I'm not sure why I didn't catch it over on that one, but if you see these little tabs on the back of the light actually line up with cutouts on the like mounting bracket assembly back there, so you actually can't mess up installing this the right way. You could probably put it like 1/3 offset compared to, you know, straight up and down, but for the most part, if you just line up all of the tabs, right, there's one, you can see that the lettering is straight up and down, the logo is perfectly at the bottom, and so you don't have to worry about messing that up. So that's pretty cool. We'll put the retaining ring back on, and then we will mount it in there. Make sure that these are lined up properly. I think that looks pretty good. And then we can put the screws in. And there we go. So now we'll just install this cover back on. Again, try to be careful that you're not hitting it on a bunch of stuff. There we go. Alright, took a little bit of finesse, but we got it lined up properly. And there we go. It's all tight, it's all installed. And now we can see what it looks like. All right, so it looks good. Obviously it doesn't match the rest of the lights, like the fog lights and whatnot. And I know that sometimes people can be pretty particular when it comes to, you know, doing period correct mods or whatever, but I think this is a worthwhile upgrade. I think if you drive your car at night at all and you want something a little brighter than the halogens that come with the car, I think this is definitely a good option. Again, in just a couple minutes, we're going to see some clips of the before and after of what it actually looked like at night when driving the car. Hopefully there's a pretty significant difference, but I'm going to go ahead and install that light over there, and then we'll kind of see what it looks like pulled out of the driveway, and then we'll show you the before and after clips. All right, both of the headlights are installed, and I think it looks really good. I think it's the perfect amount of little modern touch to this platform without really overdoing it. I know a huge like drawing point to these cars is the fact that they, you know, don't look like anything else that's on the road. I think they're just so unique in how they look, and so I know not everybody's stoked on the LED headlights, but I'm stoked on them. I think it looks really good. I think the light output will be significantly better than the halogens that were in the car before. But anyways, just to reiterate, the install is super simple. Again, there's one screw underneath each headlight on both sides that hold that plastic housing in place. Once you get the screw out and that plastic housing out of the way, you'll be exposed to the 3 screws that actually hold the headlight to the mounting bracket in the back. Once you get those out, disconnect the connector, and then obviously the install is just the reverse of that. But for you guys, I'm going to show you the before and after. I'm going to show you real world driving scenarios of the halogen lights, how the light output is versus the LED lights. So stick around for that. But if you stuck around to the end, I hope this DIY was pretty easy to follow. I don't think it'll ever get any easier than this. This is probably the most simple part I'll ever install on the Porsche. But yeah, if you're considering purchasing these lights, again, I picked them up for about $80 from only944.com. As far as I've seen, I've not ever seen them out of stock. You can get yours today if you want them. But yeah, again, you'll see before and after clips. But for me, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.